Every prison has walls, but the most dangerous prison in the world has none. Some people wake up every morning already defeated, not because life destroyed them, not because they are weak, but because their own mind quietly whispers, "You are not enough. You are too late. You will probably fail." And after hearing those thoughts for years, they stop trying. But here's the truth. The same mind that can destroy your life can also completely transform it. Your mind can become your greatest weapon or your worst enemy, because the difference between people who rise and people who stay stuck is often not talent, money, luck, or intelligence. It is the conversation happening inside their head. And today, you will understand why. Most people think their biggest enemy is outside of them. They blame society, they blame their past, they blame other people, they blame bad timing, but many times, the real battle is happening internally. A person can have opportunities, but still sabotage themselves. A person can be loved, but still feel worthless. A person can have freedom, but mentally live like a prisoner, because your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do it," your brain slowly starts believing it. And once belief becomes identity, your behavior follows. You stop taking risks. You avoid challenges. You overthink everything. You become afraid of judgment. Eventually, you create invisible chains around your own life. Not physical chains, mental chains. And the scary part is, many people never realize it. They think, "This is just who I am." But it isn't. It's conditioning. In 1954, something happened that shocked the entire world. For years, experts believed it was physically impossible for a human being to run 1 mile in under 4 minutes. Doctors said the body could not handle it. Athletes believed it. The world accepted it as fact. Then came a young man named Roger Bannister. He was not considered the strongest athlete, not the fastest, not the most gifted, but he refused to let the limits of other people enter his mind. And on May 6, 1954, Roger Bannister ran a mile in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. He broke the impossible barrier. But here's the most fascinating part. After he did it, many other runners suddenly started doing it too. Why? Because the barrier was never completely physical. It was mental. The human mind is powerful. Once people believed it could be done, their bodies followed. That is how powerful belief is. And this doesn't only apply to sports. It applies to your entire life. Many people are not losing because they are incapable. They are losing because their mind convinced them not to try. Your brain is always listening to you. Every thought you repeat becomes stronger. If every day you say, "I'm unlucky," your mind searches for proof. If every day you say, "I always fail," your brain remembers failures more than victories. But if you train your mind differently, everything changes. This does not mean pretending life is perfect. It means refusing to become a victim of your own thoughts. Strong people are not people without fear. Strong people are people who act despite fear. Confidence is not something people are born with. Confidence is built through repeated action. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your mind becomes stronger. Every time you do difficult things, your identity changes. Your brain slowly says, "Maybe I am capable. Maybe I can grow. Maybe I'm stronger than I thought." And that is where freedom begins. Not outside, inside. Think about how many dreams die silently, not because they were impossible, but because someone became mentally exhausted before they even started. A musician stops creating because they fear judgment. A student stops trying because they failed once. A person stays in a painful life because they believe they deserve nothing better. Sometimes the prison is not failure. Sometimes the prison is fear. Fear of embarrassment, fear of rejection, fear of being seen trying. But imagine this. What could happen if you stopped fighting yourself? What could your life look like 1 year from now if your mind became your ally instead of your enemy? Most people never discover their true potential because they quit too early, not physically, mentally. So how do you escape the prison? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your inner voice. When your mind says you can't, ask yourself, is that actually true? Replace destructive repetition with intentional repetition. Instead of, I'll never succeed, say, I'm still learning. Instead of, I'm not confident, say, I'm building confidence. Small mental shifts create massive life changes over time. And most importantly, protect your mind. Be careful what you consume daily, the people you listen to, the content you watch, the energy around you, because your mind absorbs everything repeatedly exposed to it. Your environment becomes your internal voice. At the end of the day, your mind will either open doors for you or lock you inside invisible walls. Both heaven and prison can exist inside the same human mind. And the direction of your life often depends on which voice you feed daily, the voice of fear or the voice of growth. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you can control the meaning you give to it. And that changes everything. So starting today, stop speaking to yourself like an enemy. Train your mind carefully, because the place you live the longest in your entire life is your own mind. If this video spoke to you, leave a comment with the word freedom. And subscribe for more videos about mindset, discipline, psychology, and personal growth. Because sometimes, one new idea can completely change the direction of a person's life. Thanks for watching.